Morning guys, look at this, let me show you. Hold on. Alexa, put the volume to 1. Hello? That's what it's all about guys, isn't it? Hello? Watch. Oh, my heart melts. I hope yours does too. So beautiful, aren't they? My side bits on me here. I look like the mad professor. Yeah, so yeah, he's just lovely, isn't he? Oh, I just love him so much. And he's just let me give him a cuddle on the couch. Thought he'd had a poo, but he hadn't. I've just changed his nappy again. He was a bit wet, so I changed him out of his pyjamas into a baby grow. I do love him in a baby grow. It's just, yeah, it's just the best, isn't it? But Abigail likes pyjamas on him. Yeah, so he's at that stage now where he's in between. I keep him in baby grows, but she said I can buy them, but 9 times out of 10 she ends up taking home what I buy anyway. So he's walking, let me show you. He stopped. I think I got a video last night of him walking. No, he walked from the bathroom round the corner into the hall and then into the living room all that way. So it's dead sweet. Don't think I videoed it because I didn't have my phone. That's the thing, isn't it? Some things are impromptu. But yeah, so she normally just ends up taking it home because he'll have grown out of him by the time. I mean, no, I think as well, I'd just like to buy things and say I'll get them and then give them to her just to make sure she's not short, do you know what I mean? Because to get through the stuff, don't be, you know, and it's not cheap, is it, having a baby? So she does really, really well. So, but yeah, she's got a lot of damp in the house. Well, not damp, condensation, it's an old house. On this time of year. So I bought a dehumidifier yesterday off Amazon. It was on offer. I think it should have been 180 and it was 119 or 29. So she can't get the wash and dry, and we've all been there, haven't we, times in our life when money's tight and, you know, you put your washing on your maiden and it's like it doesn't dry and it dries and it smells a bit. So she's always like trying to get a washing to smell really nice. You know what I mean? You know, we've all been young mums, haven't we, or young parents, or young anyone at any time in our life. So that's coming on Monday for us. That'll help because it's got a thing on it as well that dries your washing. So it sucks all the moisture out the air, doesn't it? The fabulous. When my dad and I first started off, we had a cellar and it was damp used to come up. We used to have a dehumidifier in there. It made all the difference. So that's going to come for us. So I feel better about that. And also, I don't want anything going on the little fella's chest. Do you know what I mean? So, or on their chest, for that matter. It just tweaked me back when I was leaning over to unplug my iPad. I'll do a little stretch in a minute. So yeah, so I'm having breakfast. I had donut and coming in, and some fruit pasta, and then having a coffee. So yeah, so I'll be back on later to have another little chat. But I wanted to say good morning, and Kelly came round. She said something interesting to me last night. I've got, you know, great friends, even like the few people on here, you know, that we converse through the chat. It's just nice. We do live in a caring world, don't we? We look, it is there, do you know what I mean? And yeah, so she said, we were talking about food and all that, and she said, you know, remember when you were losing weight and you were still eating the way you were eating, and you weren't gaining weight, were you? She said you were still losing, you had to stop. She said, the skirt, she said, if you like it that much, buy it in a bigger size. And that really resonated with me. I'm going to say thank you to her today. I'm shaking like a shit. Let me just park you down here. And I thought, that's why it's good to have people in your life that care about you and can be honest with you, do you know what I mean, but in a gentle way, you know, like Angela yesterday. So, and then Kirsten said about me hat, I could wear a baggy, my pink hat, and I'd never thought about that. So it's nice, isn't it, when people have your back. So anyway, and that resonated, and I thought, it's not about the skirts, is it? It's about the size. That's what I'm obsessed with. And I thought, she's spot on, she's right. But I've just looked at the skirt now and I thought, I don't even like it that much. So I've learned something from that, from Kelly last night. You know, a saying, it just clicked in my head and I thought, it's about the size. And she said, you know, you were losing weight and, you know, you weren't gaining weight because you were still doing what you were doing. And I thought, does that make sense? You know, it's not become about me having a healthy lifestyle, has it? It's just become about me being obsessed with staying in a size 8, size 6 to 8. So I'm going to work on changing that. I can't say I'm going to give the skirt to the charity shop because I'm not ready to let go of it yet, but it's not going to be my main focus. So yeah, I've had a donut for breakfast and some fruit pastels. Go from one extreme to the next, don't I? But she also said to me, and remember, she said, do your eating in the day. She said, when you're on the move, and then have a night, don't eat after like 7 o'clock, don't eat. Do you know what I mean? Well, I've always like sort of been like thinking should be fasting in the day, or you know, not eating till say 2 o'clock. The baby's in the bowl. Hold on, 1 minute. He's in the dog bowl. Whoa! Look at this. You've been in the dog bowl. Have you been in the dog bowl at the water? And I've never thought about it like that. Yeah, we haven't, have we? You know, eat in the day and then have a night when you're not moving. Don't eat because you're not moving. And I've really never thought about it like that. And she's spot on. So, yeah, do you know what I mean? And I just love the fact that I have people that take the time out to care for me. You know, I'm very, very blessed. That's going to be new. This is going to be my new obsession. Today's got a new obsession. I sound like the Tubby Bye-Byes. Time for Tubby Bye-Byes. Say hello. Isn't he growing up, hey guys? Little man. He's a beautiful. Need your hair cutting again. So yeah, but and she's right, she's spot on. So I'm going to try. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that squash. It's just, I think even if I put cheese in it, it's just very squishy. Now I know squash is squishy, but yeah, I'm going to put it out for the squirrels, maybe. my brain saying, don't you dare waste that, Janine, don't you dare waste that. I'm talking like a Teletubby. Time for Tubby Bye-Byes, time for Tubby Bye-Byes. But if I put a load of cheese and stuff in that, and like some tomatoes, and some chicken, and it's pants, I'll have wasted all that as well. What do you think, guys? Should just lobby? It just doesn't like, I don't know, maybe have a little taste of it. Should Gammy have a taste of the squash? Let's get a fork out. That's a spoon. That's a spoon, Thomas. Let's have a taste. No, it's lovely. I'm definitely going to do something with that. It just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. No, that's nice. Not as strong as the other one. You know, the big one that looks like a pear. Oh, do you want a bit? Thomas wants a bit. Oh, he says I wouldn't mind a little bit, Gammy, just to taste. You want some? What do you think? Take off that fork because it might poke your mouth. You having a little go? What do you think? A bit more? Oh, I got the seal of approval from you. Well, I might make us something for lunch then. We'll have cheesy pumpkin, shall we? There you go. Yeah. Is that nice? It's good, little Lisa. Is that nice? Should I make us some lunch with that then? Shall we? Should we have a bit of dinner? Should we have pumpkin for dinner? So, there you go. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and. Well, I am going to. No, you can't have the fork, sweetheart, because you might poke your eyes out with that. Let's see what we can find in the door. It's not dangerous. What's that? A big straw? What do you think about that then? Yeah, give that a shake now. Yeah, so I'm going to do sort of maybe start in the morning and then stop. Do you know what I mean? Teas will be a little bit simpler. And also, I bought by accident. The universe is always sending us what we need. Now, oh, crazy Maliki bears, guys. When we were in Lidl yesterday, I bought the mixed, mildly spiced taco beans, and they're in a tomato sauce. So, that might save me a job. Do you know, when like, cause I was really, really tired, wasn't I, yesterday, and I couldn't go out. So I thought, right, if I start doing that, sick me. All right. When I have, maybe that's just not. No. Let me find you something else. That's unsafe, sweet pea. What about, what's Grammy got in here that Thomas can have? There's not much going down in the cutlery drawer, son, to be fair. It's all a bit dangerous, isn't it? Let's see. What about that? Can you play with that with Cece? Cece's ball? Do you want it? She'll play with that with you. Yeah, good boy. And then, you know, that, rather than me standing over a cooker and doing everything from prep. Yeah. Then we got picked up by accident. There must have been, I picked up one for Abby, but it was in the water for the baby, and I picked up that one, but I've looked at it, and in true Janine style, because Mo was going to, aren't I? Let me put Mr. Man down. Go on then, sweet pea. Off you go. There's nothing bad in it. Do you know what I mean? Bit of sugar, modified maize starch. Nothing, bit of flavouring in the grand scheme of things. It's alright, isn't it? So, another time in the universe. Much as the energy I can save, not standing in the kitchen for hours on end, is the energy I can use on other things, isn't it? So there you go. Anyway, I'm finished with coffee and spend a bit of time with Bubble Up. We've been up since 6 and now it's 8:45. The time goes nowhere when you've got a little babber, doesn't it? But yeah, it's such a joy to have him. So yeah, that's my plan, you know. As I say, using the 80-20 rules to its full advantage. And thinking, well, yeah, I've got a little bit in. Got a lot of ingredients in, but there's like black-eyed peas, tomatoes, red pepper, onion, sugar, modified maize starch. And we're going to start Googling things either. Salt, yeast extract, which is good for you, and ground black pepper and a bit of flavouring. So, job's a good one. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Have a good day. Mwah. Lots of love. Bye-bye. He woke up in the night for a bottle. Abigail said, he doesn't wake up anymore, Mum. He did for his grandma. It was made up, because it's that moments that you don't get back. And as a grandma or a nanny or a granddad or whatever, when it's the next generation, do you know what I mean? You can enjoy them things because your eyeballs aren't falling out your head because you're that tired, do you know what I mean? So yeah, he woke up and had a bok about 2 o'clock. It was so good. As happy as Larry I was. She's lovely. Oh. just take them out of there, like that. Got that flesh, got some tomatoes there, and I've got some mature, that's the only cheese I've got. I've got that other cheese as well, haven't I, the hard one. Have a go. Be nice then, won't they? Yeah, I'm glad I never chucked them. Baby's eating his tubby toast, so I'm going to chop them tomatoes. Got a big butter dish there in the way. I was going to put peanut butter on his toast, but I didn't. Don't know what stopped me, but I've only got the smooth one, and I don't know. I'm rambling. Oh, arsehole face. Gosh. That's it. So, of course, put that like that. Baby will be alright with them tomatoes with the skin on. Oh, just sliced my nail. Look, I've got the evil knife. So I'm just going to chop these guys little and be careful. Should be alright with tomatoes with skin on, shouldn't he? They'll cook down, won't they? I'll cook them on a slow heat. I was going to grate them, but I'll end up losing all my nails, so you know, just to get the juice out. But I think I'm overthinking it, aren't I, peeps? So I'm not going to do that. Just found them in the fridge, what Nuno gave me. Chocolate. I spoke to Dave downstairs. He's doing well. He's alright. Oh gosh, just done it again. Got another like 3 weeks with these nails. Hopefully I'll get 4 weeks out of them. They're not growing that much out, so that should be like that. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Bit of cheese, mix it in with that. Yeah. Be nice, won't it? I'm glad I never threw them away. Have I said that? But we'll be back in a minute. So, just did that. Just use one hand with this knife. It is lethal. So, put them in there. Let's hope that bowl's big enough. Should be, shouldn't it? Get all the juices in. And then the cheese. Hands are clean. I washed the tomatoes as well. Went to this fruit and veg shop on Oxton Road yesterday. I said to Boo, I went in first because the baby was asleep in the car. And, you know, it was really expensive. I said, go in and have a look. I said, but I think it's dear, she's concerned about pesticides on the fruit. And I was saying about it because, like, I would like to be able to just buy one apple and one banana and all that. But, no, it would have cost me, I would have needed a second mortgage. So I thought, you know what, I'll just buy, like, instead of buying a packet of pears, a packet of bananas, a packet of apples, a packet of kiwi, I'll just alternate it each week. So yesterday I got some apples, I've got a couple of kiwis left and some bananas, and I thought, do you know what I mean, because it was spenny, it was proper spenny, and a lot of the stuff was pre-packed as well, so you know, it wasn't like a proper old-fashioned greengrocers. It had some stuff, but God, gone are the days. Remember the days when you could just go to your greengrocers? Everything's changed, hasn't it? I know that, guys, but we went there in the hope of, you know, it would cost us a little bit less. Obviously, we'd pay a little bit more, but it would cost us less, and we could have one of, you know, each, and it would have cost too much money, so we have to make a decision to sort of buy fruit, but not buy loads of different types. But to be fair, we went to Lidl. I don't know why we went to Lidl. What we were after, I said to Boo, should we go and have a look in Lidl? She was after something or other. And I said, should we go and have a look in Lidl? We've never been there before. Obviously, we've both been separately. And she said, yeah, Mum. And in there, they had a good selection, and the fruit is spot on. I think it's on a par with Marks, to be fair. Because Aldi can be a little bit hit and miss. I mean, I love me Aldi, don't get me wrong, the loo rolls are there, the fab, the double ones, but, yeah, so, yeah, and Lidl have like a card, a loyalty card. So I got a free cob, and I got me bananas for free. So that was good, wasn't it? But yeah, and our Tom, baby Thomas's dad, he likes apples and he likes them really, really tart, you know. And they had the big, you know, the Bramley ones. So she was made up. She was like, I'll get him 2 of them, Mum. So yeah, little, but yeah, the, you know, shop on Oxton Road, no, it was too dear. So there you go, that looks nice, doesn't it? I'm happy, so I'm going to stuff it into there and put a bit of that. There's a Pandano cheese, I'll get it out and we'll have a look, hold on. Oh, look at this, it was grating away. Foot. Not grating. It's got a big piece of wax around it. Grating some wax into them, only a tiny bit, but it'll be fine, won't it? It'll be fine. Look, there they are. So I've done the mix inside. I thought it'd be more fuller, you know, I've added more volume to it, but it's not. And then I put some of the cheese on, and then them tomatoes got left over, piccolato. And then put them on top, so they'll go in the oven. I've just used them. It's from Aldi. And that's from Aldi. And then the squash. Quite pleased with them. Turned out nice, haven't they? Considering I was going to love them. So, yeah. Don't know whether I'll eat all that, but I'm going to have a think about it. I'm going to give the baby some for his dinner, though. I think so. That'd be good, wouldn't it? They'd probably keep, you know, wouldn't they? If I wrapped them up and put them in the fridge. I'd have them with some chicken, couldn't I? Get 4 meals out of that, wouldn't I? I know it's repetitive, but good for you. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Anyway, get them all wrapped up. Catch you later. Hello. Just woke up. Sound a little sleepy weepy. Sleepy weepy, been watching in the night garden. They got pickle, everything rhymes. So, just having a bit of tea. Just watch Big Brother. If you watch it, Faye show, yeah. Got evicted, which I was surprised about, to be fair. I thought Nancy might go, but if you watch it. And then I'm just going to put Riot Women on. So, I've watched 2.5 episodes of that. I don't know whether anyone else is watching it, but it's very good. It's about women in menopause. I'm enjoying it. So, yeah. Pretty uneventful day, to be fair. The little fella's gone now. His mum come for him at Abby, and it's just them peppers there I got yesterday. I'll just get the salad out. About 1:30. So I got on the couch. To be fair, I fell asleep watching Big Brother, but it's not like there's anything gripping that you're going to miss. Is there? So, yeah, she's gone. It's been quite, I mean, not that I want them to be fighting, but it's been quite uneventful. We've all got on. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a different opinion of personalities, but the little guy, what was his name, George, that was in there, he basically, they said to him, they threw him out because he was saying things very close to the knuckle. So, yeah, but I'm waffling now, I'm rambling. Can I have this butty? And then I'll probably fall back asleep again. But it was a nice day, I've had a restful day once the little fella went, and it's been nice, so I'm going to finish this off. I put my squashes in the fridge, you know, my pumpkin squashes. I won't be having them today, but they'll last a good few days. Even if I cook them and slice them and take them for work, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? So, but we'll see. Once they're done, I'll show you. So I'm going to sign off for now, for today. And I'm going to say, as always, take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Look after yourself.
and love yourself and give yourself a big hug. Bye bye.